Alright guys, this is Immortal George back with the series Buy Now, Later, or Never. And this is Anomaly Defenders. It's a tower defense game that came out back in 2014. It is currently $10 on the Steam store. And this is in the same series line as the Anomaly Warzone Earth games, but this one, instead of being the one attacking, you are the tower defense in this one, fighting off the humans. Because of the events from the previous games, the humans launched an attack on the aliens that attacked them and are waging a war of genocide, and the AI contacts you to help you get ungenocided. And that's the basis of the game. Now, hopefully, I have my sound level low enough in my OBS that when we go in game, it won't be super loud. Because for some reason, even on the lowest sound setting possible, the game is still extremely loud. So I have my OBS at minus, what's this, minus 40 right now for a dB. And we get in the game, we'll see how far it goes up. And for some reason, whenever you click apply in the game and you change anything, it like resets the whole game. It's weird. All right, but enough of that. Let's just go ahead and jump in the game, and we will go ahead and get started. I will start us off on number 4 here, and I'll just do 5 and then 6, because I feel like that's a pretty good representation of what the game is about. Perhaps it changes more down the line, but if we look at the technology tree, this is the technology tree, and the last mission I did, mission I want to say 5, unlocked Rage, which when you use the energy cost of it, it makes you do double damage for a period of time for 8 seconds. And then, of course, level 2 makes it do 3 times damage, and level 3 makes it do 4 times damage. So the other stuff you have is you have to unlock the ability to sell your towers. You have to unlock, I think you start with the ability to repair, I want to say. Because when I clicked reset, I believe this one was already locked in. I believe this one was locked in. And I want to say Harvester was locked in. Yeah, because they're the only ones that don't have a cost associated with them. So those are the ones you start with. And then I'm a sucker for reduction on tower costs, so I did make sure I grabbed 2 of those to start the game with. And then over here, you just have a flat tower damage reduction. Because the enemy in this game, the quote-unquote unique thing they did is they made it so your towers can be targeted and killed by the enemy. Similar to how you, in the first games, had your units kill the towers off. But we'll go ahead and jump into it. We'll just do it on... We'll do it on normal. And I haven't done number 6 yet, so number 6 will be new to me. And I do have my game in windowed mode because the game does not like it when I play in full screen because for some reason I can't alt-tab out of the game. Okay, so the game starts paused, and it lets you look at the map. And I can't change the positioning of the screen. It's stuck like this. I pressed a lot of buttons on my keyboard to see if I could make it change positioning. I couldn't. So we're stuck with this skewed viewpoint, and I gotta say, it personally bugs me. So we'll build harvesters here. Now, buildings in this game actually block line of sight when units come to attack you. So if we put something here, and I'm a bit silly, they're going to attack on this lower path first, which I don't have units on right now, but that's okay. It is an arrow key movement based game, but I do have a hotkey script, which is not working right now. Okay, so never mind. Hotkey script is not working. Guess it doesn't like it when it's in windowed mode. Wow, whatever. And I do have some tower upgrades unlocked, so we'll just go ahead and pop those. Okay, once I get up and running, I'll start explaining the towers. Alright. So we should be good to ignore this for now. Over here we have a harvester, and you mine the Carasorium, or Carasorum, with your harvester. It has a limited amount of, as you can see, I makes the amount go off your screen. It doesn't get a bit bigger, so it's 800, and it goes down by 10 every few seconds.
You can have up to 6 functions at your disposal. Repair, shield, rage, sniper, impulse, and explode. Most stars can use all of them. They are a great help when the going gets tough.
Okay. So since she mentioned the powers, I will go ahead and show what those are. So the ones I have unlocked right now are Repair and Shield. Repair and Shield use this resource meter up here, your energy resource meter. So if I click this, it'll use for this energy. This energy does not restore itself. You have to kill enemies to get this right here, these little spheres, and each of these spheres returns 1 energy point back to you. So if we click one, as we got one back. So this tower right here is your blaster tower. It's your basic tower that you get in the game. And it's the one that you're going to be primarily using to soak damage from enemies early on. And then you have an Enforcer, which is a tower that has shields around it, which each of these shields can take 1 shot because this tower is a bit of a glass cannon. And we ran out of money already. Okay. Wait, no. This one ran out of money. So we're just going to go ahead and upgrade our towers. Yep, and we're just going to go ahead and speed things up. You can speed up things using shift, you can pause the game using spacebar, and of course arrow keys and right mouse click move the screen. So we have plenty of this stuff, so I'm just going to grab some of this energy. And that's the basics of the game. There's not really much else to say other than watch the waves go by. Alright, I've gone ahead and upgraded my towers as much as I could, basically. Something to note, when you place a tower, a blaster, it puts this icon as a red color. This means you cannot place a Enforcer tower next to it, because Enforcer towers take up 2 circles. So when it's more than 1 circle away, you can place Enforcer towers just like this, just fine. But when it's next to each other, you can no longer place an Enforcer tower here. It's too close. And the Rage ability makes units attack that target if they can, because certain units, like this Panzer Gatling, as you can see when I mouse over it, I'll pause the screen when we come to that. Okay, so let me pause. So the Panzer Gatling, they also can get upgraded throughout the mission. The later on you get in waves, the stronger the enemy becomes with their upgrades. And the Panzer Gatling has a small range around it that fires its Gatling, and that's what the little circle is right next to it right here. The more it fires, the more this little bar will fill, and the more damage it will deal. So it says max damage is 27. I don't think it starts at 27. It starts like maybe like say 9 and it goes up. So we'll continue. And every time you pause, it does take off the speed boost. Turn that speed boost back on. Now, I am a bit ahead in terms of upgrades for this because I did it all in hard. Normally speaking, by this point in the game, you wouldn't have double veterancy on your stuff. You'd only have single veterancy. Alright, we'll pause. These units, Panzer Cannon. attacks from a long distance. Limited cannon rotation. So basically what that means is this angle, let's see if we can pull this over. This angle right here is as far as it can rotate its cannon. So anything it comes into contact with on that axis will be shot by it. So units that say it's like right here, it cannot shoot this, it can only shoot this one. So that's why you use these blasters in position of them to tank the shots if you can. And speed it up. I don't even think we'll need these ones down here. But we're going to upgrade them because I can. And I do think sometimes the energy goes away. You do have to click on it, which is, I find a bit of an annoyance. Like I said, I do hope this is loud enough because I'd had to turn it way down. Just in case we'll turn it up slightly. Alright, I'll turn up to minus 35 and hopefully that's not too much. We'll go ahead and do number 5 now on normal. Apparently we're playing the THQ sound effect. Or THX? Is THX or THQ? I don't remember which one it is. One of them is a game company, the other is the sound effect company. Alright, let's place this. We have a harvester location, let's place that. We'll place an enforcer tower here, place another blaster here, place a blaster here, probably do an enforcer here when we get money for it. And we'll go ahead and speed this up. Sorry about that. Turned it down slightly again. Prepare, prepare. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Upgrade. Upgrade, upgrade.
Warning, a massive attack is approaching.
Put a shield on you so you guys get focused on this one instead. Because like I said, these guys are glass cannons.
Warning, attackers approaching.
And Rage, the shield also takes incoming damage down by half.
Don't forget to place towers behind cover if possible. This is especially effective against panzer cannons.
Yep. I already explained that back in a previous mission, which you guys weren't here for. I cannot click on this tower for the life of me. There we go. And while you're paused, you can go ahead and do most of your upgrades. Go ahead and speed it back up. Put the shield on. The shield on this one. Shield again. Switch it to repair. Now, something to note. While you're doing repair, you cannot shield, and vice versa. You cannot shield while you do repair. That's what this bar above here means. So you can't do both at once. Shield, and shield. And then the annoying thing is, these spheres, they get in the way of you clicking on your tower. So if you're trying to do something quickly, you are SOL.
Human forces approaching. Warning, a massive attack is approaching.
Okay, let me pause real quick. We'll put up an enforcer here, an enforcer here. I'll put a bunch of blasters right here. And that's all I really should need. Pause to repair. See, I can't click my tower. It's at least a good thing the game pauses for you, because it'd be massively annoying if you couldn't.
Warning. Elite human unit spotted.
Now, elite human units are these guys. They have a lot more health and armor. I essentially think of them as like tank units in most typical tower defense games. This guy's going to die. He lived, barely. And we don't really care if any of this stuff dies. Because I think that was the last
That's
wave.
right.
Yep.
Cover and attack. That's how we'll hold them back. Area clear. Commencing launch sequence.
I don't even remember which one we just did. Um, did we just do 4? Or did we do 5? Ah, whatever. We'll go into this one. And if we did this one... No, I must have done it. Let's do this one. At least it's a pretty looking game.
Beware, you may experience meteorite impacts in this area. Meteorites heavily damage both your defenses and enemy units.
Oh,
Upgrade
great.
your towers to make
Just what I love. Random, unavoidable damage. Yay.
Warning, human forces approaching.
So they're coming this way. Now, there is something to notice, to note about the game. Harvesters, these things right here, will act as an aggro magnet for the enemy. So as long as you have a harvester, they will come along this path instead of this path. I should have explained that sooner. That's my bad on that. So how do we want to defend this? They're going to come this way. I don't think they'll be able to see this one, so maybe this should get the enforcer. And then maybe this one should get a blaster. So maybe we'll do something like that.
The enemy took the battle to the planet's surface.
Oh, at least it gives you a timer. What's this over here?
Both your towers and enemy units. Do your best to use them to your advantage. Warning, attackers approaching.
Wow, that deals heavy damage. Holy cow.
Impact imminent.
I gotta say, that's not a fun mechanic.
Warning, attackers approaching. Warning, meteorite impact imminent. Warning, a massive attack is approaching. Warning, impact imminent.
This thing's going to die. Wow, I barely got that repair off. That is going to die.
Warning, human forces approaching.
But it's fine. I don't really care about anything else in this.
Impact imminent.
So I put shields on these. Okay, that does reduce the impact. I guess we'll throw a shield on both of those.
Warning. Attackers approaching. Carousel deposit depleted. Warning. Meteorite impact imminent.
Okay, we'll go ahead and repair this tower, repair this tower.
Warning. Rocket mechs launch volleys of medium-range rockets and tend to pick different targets for each salvo.
Oh, yay, more damage. I hope I get, like, a repair tower.
Warning. Impact imminent. Warning. Impact imminent. Warning. Impact imminent.
It might be more energy efficient just to delete some of these towers, honestly, and just rebuild them. See, because now I don't have enough for this tower.
Warning. Attackers approaching.
At least in this point in the game, you should have double level towers. Shield it. God, it might just be cheaper just to rebuild the dang thing. There's so much money, yeah, that's the way to do it. Shield this one, shield... Oops, didn't click it. There we go, got it off. Oh, it looks like they... I'm just gonna put blaster towers here. Ow.
Harvesters taking fire. Securing installation. Wow. It looked like even meteorites were on our side. Area
Really?
clear.
You think they were on our side? Those slapped the crap out of my turrets. Okay, we'll look at the technology tree and see what else we can grab. This is locked. Technology locked in upgrade 8. Mission 8. Shield level 2 takes damage reduction from 50 to 67. And it lasts from 12 to 16 seconds. That's nice. Repair, energy cost, range. Range? Range? What do you mean range? I don't know what this means. I'm buying it. And then we have 3 more points. Harvester level 2. I guess this allows us to get more Karasarayama. And then, of course, we have EM Pulse, which allows you to use the impulse to generate a powerful electromagnetic wave that knocks out enemy electronics in an area around the tower. It also damages the tower. It deals 2, and you use 2 energy to do it. We'll try that out. And then we'll start this mission on normal. Okay, what do we got?
Attackers approaching.
What do we got? They're probably going to come from down here. Up like this. And then these guys come down this way. So probably the best place to put towers would be right here. So I'll put an enforcer here. We'll put a blaster tower here. This one should be a blaster. This should be an enforcer. And I don't think I had any... I did have money. Oops. Well, nothing to do about it.
Prepare for Simultaneous attacks from this sword is shaped
Oh,
like
well,
a
happy little
giant
accident.
snail. Two curved roads lead to its center, and each of them will be used by our enemies. That's for sure. Often at the same time.
Yeah, I do need to put that harvester down. It's too slow money-wise if you don't have the harvester. Okay,
Warning.
there we go.
Attackers
Now we
approaching.
got the harvester. Blaster, blaster, enforcer, and... Okay, that should be better.
This fort is shaped like a giant snail. Two curved roads leads to its center, and each of them will be used by our enemies. That's for sure. Often at the same time.
This actually one doesn't actually reach out there. Huh. Did not realize that. I want to make this. But we'll put another blaster here. So what's his EM pulse do? Oh, it just makes them stop shooting. It doesn't actually freeze them in place. I thought it would like freeze them in place. Today I learned.
Human forces approaching.
Still coming from this side, okay. So this doesn't seem to upgrade the range on it, unfortunately. So we'll just upgrade these two twice. I guess we'll throw a repair on and grab these orbs.
Attackers approaching.
I guess we'll grab blaster, and then this will be an enforcer. And then these towers should hopefully catch this stuff.
Attackers approaching.
Yeah.
Human forces approaching. Warning. Human forces approaching. Warning. Attackers approaching.
Okay, we need to upgrade some towers. This is not depleted yet. We'll put an enforcer here. This will probably be an enforcer. I think that's good. That's dead.
Human forces approaching.
Okay, so this actually does repair this tower next to it, I think.
Attackers approaching.
Let's try that. Yeah, okay, so it makes it into an AoE repair. Okay, that's a lot nicer at least, because repairing one by one was dookie. This only has 60 left on it. I don't care about it. I want to sell it for money.
Warning. A massive attack is approaching.
So at least now you can have some strategy where you say put shield on this one, and then you repair on this one. So this, look at the shield and the repair on it. So that's pretty nice.
Attackers approaching. Warning. A massive attack is approaching. Warning. Elite human unit spotted.
Aw. Oh, didn't lose it. That seemed louder out of nowhere. I know I turned it up, but I turned it back down afterwards. It's a funny looking thing, ain't it?
Once again, you proved yourself a great commander.
Hooray.
Area clear. Commencing launch sequence.
Behemoth construction. Okay, we'll check that tower out.
Behemoths are particularly effective against mech units, such as rocket mech. I recommend you develop Behemoth's construction technology now. Open the technology tree.
Yes, wise one. I shall open it. It deals damage in a wide area. The rage function, which I don't have points for, but we could recalibrate to get points for if we wanted to. But I don't like the impulse, so we'll do that. You can redo all your technologies, boop, and it's free of charge, so you can kind of mix and match what you want. So we'll get the rage, we'll get the level 2 repair, because that was amazing, actually. We'll get the behemoth, we'll get the enforcer, we'll get double upgrades on these towers, because double upgrades are good. We'll get the cell. I had to get the critical in order to get the buying tech. I would have liked to grab the level 2 on it, because it does make the damage go up to basically the same as one of these. But unfortunately, I can't go anymore, because I don't want to give up anything. Okay, and we'll try mission 8 here, which I've also never done. Because I want to try out that unit. Or tower, rather. And then we'll turn this back down there.
Attackers approaching.
Okay, that's as far as I can scroll my camera out on this one. So here is a... Is that only out of 100? Like, is this even... This is not even worth it. It says 100, right? This... Okay, this is 400. This is 400. And And this is 400. Okay, these ones are worth it. These two are crap. Alright, whatever. But I guess the point of this one is to make the enemy come around this way, like this. Do I care about that, though? I don't know if I do. I guess I do. So we'll make the enemy come this way. We'll put a... Wow, that does not have a lot of range on it, does it? We're going to spend all our money on a single unit because I'm intelligent player.
If you let your enemies use the shortest way to the launch pad, you will surely fail, Commander. Build harvesters to lure attacking waves into detours, so you'll have more time and space to fight them off.
Well, it actually happens to be rocket mechs. Now we get to see this little guy in action. I guess we'll put a blaster here to tank damage, a blaster there, and then we'll probably make this to be a blaster as well later on. Okay, that does fair whack of damage. We need some more heart.
Bad news. Humans have mastered the morphing technology. Now each unit can morph into an alternate form on the fly, depending on the current tactical situation.
Okay, so if you try to focus on one tower too much, the enemy morphs. Okie dokie.
Harvester operational. Warning. Attackers approaching.
I guess they can't hit this.
Warning. A massive attack is approaching.
Well, that's convenient they can't hit this. Maybe I should put the behemoth here, too. How much damage does this do? I have no idea. It does 36. This also does... No, this does 54. This does 36. Did I just lose the energy by not clicking on it? So energy goes away. That's kind of gross. We'll do that. And we'll do that. This one's depleted. This one's depleted. And I guess we'll make this a behemoth, and we'll make this one a behemoth too, because, hey, behemoths are good, so why not make them? Huh. I'm gonna reverse these. Sell this, sell this. This is now a behemoth, and this is an enforcer. Oh. The harvester went away because it was damaged too much. Okay, well. This is not good. I guess we'll do something like that. Now, let me quick repair, dude. Okay, excellent. We do have it back now. I guess we'll rage this. Does this reach? It does reach. We'll rage you as well. Well, we got enough money. Oh, we don't need this one anymore. I'll sell you. Upgrade you. Upgrade you. everything's fully upgraded that I can do, except this.
Harvester is taking fire. Securing installation. Harvester operational.
You're just cheaper to rebuild.
Warning. Elite human unit spotted.
Okay, this should be the last one. They destroyed my behemoth here.
Harvester is taking fire. Securing installation.
Let's see. Rage. Rage.
Warning. Human forces are morphing. You surely make the best use of the assets you're given. Area clear. Commencing launch sequence. If you need more technology points, you can return to previous missions and carry them out better.
By better, it just means don't let your core get smacked. And you will earn this entire thing back. So, for example, if we look backwards... No, I take it back. So I don't think I ever did this one on hard, so it only has 1 point left to earn. I definitely never did this one on hard, so you can only earn one more wrench. I believe that's what that means. So we look in the technology tree. Let's take our behemoth. We can upgrade it to this, which improves it to 36 max damage. Yeah. And this goes from 27 to 41. That's actually a big boy improvement. But we should get behemoth level 2. Alright, and I think I'll actually call it here for the video. Because honestly, I'm actually a little bored with it. So, what do I think of the game? It didn't really hold my attention through the first 9 levels of it. I played the game for about 2 hours now total. And it hasn't really captured my attention by level 9. And I have gone back and, at least on the first 3 missions, I did play them on hard. The only thing I really noticed is I think the enemy, I want to say they either had more dudes or they hit harder. I also didn't have the area of effect heal, so I was doing single target healing, which honestly is made it really chore. Whoops. That's what I wanted to do. So the final repair takes the range all the way up to 52. So repairing one thing will cover a massive radius. That would honestly, I think they honestly should have made it so the first level of it was an area repair. Because doing it one by one, it was just such a, well, I just describe it as like a turn off towards the game. The impulse function I didn't really like because one, it damages your tower. I guess if the enemy has a super high damaging unit, you'll want to use this. But it would be nice. Let's see. It just improves the range on it. It would be nice if this slowed them down at all. I want to see if there's anything that improves the Phantom doesn't attack but boosts other towers in its range. Boosts health, like repair, but weaker. So it does. This thing is the healing tower I was talking about of wanting. It boosts DPS like Rage but weaker, and boosts range like Sniper but weaker. Okay, so this is just essentially your powers in a tower. Unlocked in 15. That's pretty far in the game. I think there's only 24 missions. I could be wrong about that, of course. This increases the restore health to 0.5. I don't know what 0.5 means. And then 0.75, and then 1. I also don't know what that value is. This looks like against electro units. I guess the humans start making electro style weapons. And what's it do? Okay, and then Stormer. All kinds of targets at a vast distance, especially airborne targets. So it's just kind of like maybe like a mortar tower style thing then. And then the Scorcher. Great against all ground units. It can't rotate its cannon, so places. Oh, so it just shoots a straight shooter. Okay. I mean, overall, I'm not really too impressed with anything here. And you can detonate your own towers. So the new mechanics it adds to the tower defense genre is morphing units, where the enemy will select a unit type based on what tower typing you have in the area to best take less damage or produce more damage, I assume. Another thing they did that I don't see a lot of tower defense games do, except for like hero based tower defenses or ones that purposely have barricades in them, is have your towers have health and the enemy damage them. I am not a huge fan of that because it feels more like a maintenance game at that point of like, okay, now I gotta repair this, I gotta put rage on this, now I gotta repair it, now I gotta put rage, now I gotta repair it, and blah 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 blah, back and forth, back and forth. I'm not a really big fan of maintenance games, so I am a bit biased towards that. I wouldn't mind it if they gave you this phantom tower earlier, depending on how strong that effect is. Because then that wouldn't be too bad. You would just have to be like, okay, I can, repair these towers in a group here rather than having to wait for the energy, clicking the energy, not being able to click your tower because the energy spheres are in the way. Like that. I mean, it's too late for them to fix anything like that because when did I say the game came out? 2014. So, of course, they're not going to be updating the game or anything like that. So, what you get is what you get. The missions, unless you were in double speed mode the entire time, like I was, felt too slow. I do like the pause feature where you can build and repair stuff in the pause feature, so that gets a thumbs up from me. And the harvester is being used as a medium for an attack path or a distraction is kind of nice. But all in all, I did feel bored of the game in the first 2 hours I played. And if you feel bored in a game of the first 2 hours you play, well, one, you're either playing an MMO or you're not enjoying the game. And then people are like, oh, you poke fun at MMOs. Well, I mean, I played World of Warcraft for, like 13 years. And I don't know if I actually enjoyed most of it. So I've learned that if a game feels either boring or kind of like a chore, it's not worth playing it. And this definitely falls in that category. And since it doesn't add too much to the genre, I don't know if it's even worth a $10 price tag. I'm going to place this in the later slash never category for it, where honestly, just pick a different tower defense game if you want tower defense. If you really want to play every single tower defense out there, I would probably only pay maybe 70% off on sale for this game. Or just play the Warzone Anomaly or Anomaly Warzone Earth games, like the first ones in this series, because this one is just it feels so lackluster compared to the others in the title series. So definitely only buy this game at like 60, 70% off. Don't bother buying it if it's over $5, I'd say. And because it just didn't bring enough to the table to make it different, I feel, at least from the first 2 hours of gameplay that I've played. Like stuff like, for example, the first Dungeon Defender, what they brought to the table was first or third person. I can't remember if that game was third person or first person. It's been a while. I have 500 hours in that game. You think I'd know, right? But that game brought the first person perspective to the game or third person perspective while doing tower defense and lining stuff up and then having gear and talents and upgrading your turrets and stuff like that. That game felt overall good. The second one in that series didn't feel good. But this one doesn't bring anything new to the table except for the morphine technology. And of course, the annoying factor of playing the repair game. So what did you guys think? Were you entertained at all by the gameplay, or were you like me and felt bored? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, like, comment, and subscribe. It would help my channel get seen. Because eventually, my end goal of the channel is to earn just enough money to buy a new game every week. That's around $15, so I can review it for you guys. It's not a very large goal, but hey, that's what I'm going for. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.